Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
When you're winning the regen battle, but Chen 5 more movement speed. Panel was talking about how important it is. How important is 5 more movement speed? What does it do for this Chen? Oh. Nice, going down, taking out Tofu as well. Oh, okay. You know, like off-lane anti-mage yesterday, but going up against the Rubik should be pretty interesting. Is now the sniper taking on a lot of pressure, throws it back at Boxy. They've also got this Harpy Stormcrafter, making sure that Boxy has to go all the way back.
Lane, but you know, he has a sniper. We'll see how much he can translate this into a good mid game.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I've seen against Medusas all the time is making sure that those stacks don't get picked up. Meanwhile, again, Sniper in some trouble. Chase down. Boxy gets credit for the kill. They line it up easily with the disruption as well as the spear. And when it's just the Sniper without a support, it feels like you're almost guaranteed to lose that Sniper. And then bottom lane again, Ace and Tofu getting pushed.
C and Zai are healthy. We have one of those situations where they're both low HP and mana because they're getting too many kills up here. It's like costing them resources. So that's the only saving grace they have. Boom is farming though. He does have a big ancient stack here as well, so he's gonna have a fairly early blink dagger on Sand King, and super game-changing item. I mean, especially from the mid lane, like Sand King does so much damage at the timing that you get the blink.
Oxy some pressure on inside the jungle. Now Tofu. Well, not going to be able to get close enough just yet, but with the blink and the burrow strike, there they go. Phantom's Embrace for the silence. They'll go to the epicenter. They'll try to get the kill into Zai while the Stone Gaze comes through, and Zai survives. So Stone Gaze, they'll turn their backs. The Hand of God comes in, and now they'll start to run. Zai trying to TP out. Boom looking maybe for a burrow strike, but Tofu's the one who dies, and it's 2 Matumba Man. The fight happening near the tier 1 tower.
Now Liquid, they want to push Gaimin Gladiators out of their own jungle.
Telekinesis back towards Zai. Zai looking to get a kill here on Ace, who drops down the Firestorm, but the spear lands on the edge of the steps. Insania taking a lot of damage. You've got a free sniper on the high ground, a Fade Bolt on the Ace, so they'll end up trading 1 for 1. But it's an...
He looks like he's reading this smoke right now.
Radiant's top tower.
He circles. He's not the right area, but he knows there's a smoke.
Arena down, and they're going to go after Ace. This is all by the mid-tier 1. They've got Tofu coming through, as well as a TP coming out from the Chen. Celery trying to at least save his teammates. They get a kill on a Tofu, they'll lose Ace. And now it's going to be a +1. The Chen TP'd in, unable to get anything done, and Zai with a double kill. 2 heroes die there and come out. Meanwhile, by the way, Gaimin Gladiators going for Roche. They haven't exactly been spotted on this one. And Insania comes over, but there's the burrow strike, so they'll pick up the Aegis onto the sniper. They'll throw out these right clicks. They've got the Phantom's Embrace, but there's the Arena as well as the spear to lock up Boom. An early Hand of God, and it might just be to keep this Sand King alive. They've also used the Stone Gaze, so maybe Gaimin Gladiators feeling confident enough to continue on forward. They've got the Inkswell Burrow Strike combo. For now, it's just the blink as well as the Burrow Strike out on a Zai, but the damage from Zai killing off Boom. They found Ace, and it's looking like they're going to lose 2 on this one. They try to keep Ace alive, but he's not so tanky when the whole team is there, minus the Undying, and they've got the Telekinesis out on a Celery. So Zai has got Spear available. Mickey ends up dead. Sniper from the high ground has a double damage. They need to be a little bit careful. Now that they've lost the Rubik, Soulbind, Phantom's Embrace, silencing up 2. Still thinking about going after both these heroes. The Assassinate hits both of them, but they don't move forward any further as this team starts to retreat. Going up the high ground against the double damage sniper, not the most...
Zai only has a BKB, but like Zai is hitting hard, man.
Burrow Strike coming through as well as the Inkswell. They've locked down and gotten the kill on Insania to start this one off. They go after Tofu. The Hand of God was used. They kill off this Grimstroke so far. The Assassinate's not really doing anything to Matumba Man. They're still chasing this Chen, but they've got Ace coming over. The blink as well as the Burrow Strike. Epicenter down. There's the Arena with the BKB being popped by Zai. Damage out onto Boom, trying to eat it, but he'll end up falling. He's down into his grave, and they go after the sniper. They turn this one around. Dyrachio in trouble. He's got an Aegis, but he doesn't really have an escape plan on this one, because while he's respawning, they'll go after Ace. They land the spear on the respawn, take out the sniper. It's 4 heroes down on the side of Gaimin Gladiators, and a big win here for Liquid. Dyrachio popping the BKB, throwing some right clicks over on Azai, but again, like you said, with the bulwark, he feels a lot tankier. If he's just gonna stand there, eventually the BKB is gonna run out and they'll get themselves the telekinesis and take out the sniper. You can't just stand there. I mean, there is that Rubik that just comes in and cleans him up, and all of a sudden, Swift Blink that he builds into. It's usually one of those cap items on Medusa, and by that I mean capping off the game with a Swift Blink.
Oh boy, Seller has a gem. This is a bad...
Oh gosh, that just gets ripped up. And then they've got the disruption on Ace, so it's not gonna just be one. It looks like it will be two. And Boxy gets credit for the kill onto Ace. They find these heroes inside their own jungle, just maybe a little bit too far.
Interested in that, because like if you send the Rubik there, he dies to that combo. It's like Liquid knows that there's a potential option for the Sand King and the Grimstroke to be waiting in the trees, so they send the tanky hero that can't die to it bot instead of somebody else. Like that's a smart move.
Undying might be in trouble, but has the tombstone down. Soul Rip surviving. Insania now, well, he'll end up falling. They've got the arena down on 3 of these heroes. The damage coming out. Seller, he's gonna die first, then goes down. Boom.
They tried to force him. That's funny.
Well, little gate action and trying to go through and get Dyrachio, killing off the sniper. Dead as well. This is just easy pickings for Liquid, and when it rains, it pours all over the heads of Gaimin Gladiators. And they'll call GG. There's just nothing they can do at this point.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower.
They tried the sniper. So that's good. But yeah, that hero's garbage.
You get that CK pickup, just granting him that illusion off the Chaos Bolt. Like, that does feel pretty strong, and see if
Actually try laning top.
Matuma Man taking a lot of damage here. Tofu running in, Ace looking for the first blood, and it ends up being Tofu who grabs it. So with the tri-lane here, the Shadow Demon.
I mean, I like that he kept running into the neutrals instead of right-clicking at once, because I think if he right-clicks at once, he does risk the little centaur hitting and the Chen hitting, so just a little bit of nice micro play there. But
disruption again, and a lot of damage on a Matuma Man.
He's a weird hero. You'd think that Razor's pretty good against it because, well, at least in lane, because it's a melee hero, but Chaos Bolt level 1 can do 180 maximum magic damage. He might have overstayed his welcome a little bit there.
That's even more rough because he used the TP.
Holding out of the Ring of Health, maybe a Vanguard, maybe a Hood, maybe he just leaves his casual Ring of Health or Lotus Orb. Probably Lotus Orb. That's probably why he went for this build. Lotus
again. On Matuma Man, they've got the Reality Rift, the damage coming through, 3 stacks of the Shadow Poison, Tofu moving in while Boom ends up dead over in the mid lane. Ace unable to commit any further and only staying at 3 stacks on the Shadow Poison, so Matuma Man able to survive, especially with the help of Insania on this IO. Plasma Field lands, Tofu on the run, Fairy Fire eaten, a stun thrown over at the Razor to save the life of the Shadow Demon, so don't get...
He's going for this build, he can cut creep waves. So because he has the build and he's cutting creep waves...
Tofu just gonna die. It looked like for a second he might get that TP out.
For this Lotus Rush, and you think like, okay, he's gonna go like pure defensive, but it seemed like his game is just going decent. Oh, Boom is definitely dead.
Yeah, not much you can do there. Mickey in on it. And they'll take out this Lina who just ability from Thirst. I'm a little... I don't know. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe my brain's not ranked high enough, but... Ooh, popping the Lincolns immediately. Disruption, Blood Right with the LSA. They've got the stun. They'll have the Laguna. They'll get the kill on his eye. Now they'll look over at Boxy, the right-click damage, and then the Rupture onto the Queen of Pain. I don't have a way to stop Mickey yet, but at the same time, they get Insania. He stood there, canceled his TP. I was a little confused by that, because immediately he TP'd, then stopped it, maybe thinking that he can outlast the duration of Rupture and come back in. I'm not sure. But,
maybe into his death here. He does have Lincolns. Not an easy kill.
Mickey blinking in, and then the blink forward from the Bloodseeker. Rupture, BKBs, and there's the Sonic Wave as well as the Supernova, and you've now blinked into your death. Blink forward from Mickey onto the Illusions. They've got the Rolling Thunder Islands out thanks to the Shard on the Queen of Pain. Now there's the break. Boom from the high ground, right-clicking away. Not a lot of damage just yet. He also has the Sunray from this Phoenix, and behind them is Zai. So Zai hit with the LSA, while on the other side of the fight, they go for Ace. Ace is going to try and TP out the Swashbuckle away from the Pangolier. They've got the Yules out onto Ace, keeping him there. But now Mickey gets the kill onto the Chen. They'll look over at this CK and take out 3, while Boom is still trying to throw out some right clicks to get a kill and finally finishes off Zai. That is 2-pronged. Tofu TP's out. Nothing to stop that either. And a 2. And they see who can have the strongest weapon.
Yeah.
Well, a problem here for Ace. He's killed off very quickly, but the right click's coming into Matamba Man. He pops the BKB as well as the Refresher, and he is in some trouble, but gets relocated out of the fight. They take out 3 on the side of Gaimin Gladiators, and Liquid, what looked to be very problematic as they were getting Matamba Man low, gets saved here by the IO, and all of a sudden the fight turns around heavily for them. Even with
the amount of gold he lost from not getting those D awards, he's ruptured. He can egg.
Can if he needs to. He's looking for the Aeon Disc, and now he'll go to the Egg. Daracho right there on it, but the rest of the team coming in. The Lotus Orb was there. They've got the Hand of God. The Sonic Wave thrown immediately. Look at the damage. That is the second time they have gone after this Bloodseeker and made quick work of him after he's blinked in. The silence on the Tofu. They'll chase after the Chen. Solari in some trouble, and again gets onto the high ground. Hits that Wild Wing.
Not gonna save him this time.
No. Puts him into more teammates, but he seemed to have perfected that.
He's kind of blinking in and dying. Like, that's second or third time that he's done that. Now Ace is caught out.
Oh, man. Yeah, Ace.
Oh, the bash.
Oh, the bash. Well, Zai's going to get a couple of tips for that one because he lands
Missed no BKB.
bash on purpose, and now they're going to go after Boom. No BKB on cooldown for 20 seconds. He
Or
gets caught out. No buyback. That might just seal the deal. They'll buy back on Ace. They'll buy back on Tofu. Backdoor protection is up for a moment, but this puts them in dire straits and a rough situation to pull yourself out of, that's for sure.
Radiant's middle tower.
They're really trying to force the Lina buyback right now, thinking that he has it, and he just doesn't.
Radiant's middle
So, like, this might actually end up being a throne push. I don't know if this is a great throne push, though, with Bloodseeker being alive.
Well, now they've got the Bloodseeker. They go to the Rupture. But he's got the Sunray. He's standing his ground. Zai doesn't care about this really at all. Reality Rift comes through. Ace trying to do the damage. All of a sudden, the Bloodseeker start out, put enough with the Refresher popped, and he's gone. They kill the Razor. No buyback. They throw the ult out over onto Zai, but the Lincolns blocks that again. And Mickey, he has the help from Zai. They'll go after Tofu. They'll get the kill to the Shadow Team with the Sunray once again. They're burning out Ace. They'll take him out and put him out on the bottom of the deck. And Solari also killed. 4 heroes gone. They don't need the Razor. They'll buy back on this Chen. Bloodseeker trying to control Mickey, but they've got the Yules that's bounced off via the Lotus Orb, and Mickey's just going to back off.
A lot of deaths, though,
Open up
They're
the
going
throne.
for the end.
Be there to
they
really
2v5,
stop them.
2v4.
They're trying. Lina up in 14 seconds again. Hex reflected. Not awful, but the throne is still getting lower and lower. They've got the Sunray. Bloodseeker trying to survive. The Blood Right is down. He'll end up getting the kill and the series.